Hello again, this is Joanna for you, and today I will be talking about un-demonizing demons. I hope this is how you say it in English, and it is about free, again, perspective, how to look at the subject, because recently I hear more and more often to fight those, I don't know, reptiles, demons, and other creatures, and all these videos or media I'm seeing sometimes, the more chaos is there that people are watching, and about political situation, and people are manipulated often into fighting, one group fighting one another, and everybody's looking for demons in someone else, and it's always them. So I would like to suggest, if possible, for those people, maybe you can pass them, maybe you have somebody like that in your neighborhood, I don't know, but maybe it's not going to end well. But before we see demons in other people, maybe we should find them first in our own mirror, and then we at least understand a little bit more about ourselves. And it's not an invitation only to those feeling chaos or willingness to fight. They probably will be the last to see at the mirror. But in everyday life, we all have certain emotions that are maybe not so positive, and depending on the intensity of them, we are tending to be pulled to the different sides where things can get dangerous. Before I'm going to start about it, some of you still, I hear stories, they paid a lot of money for so-called con artists, and it is amazing. So I did 2 videos about it and warning about when someone tells you that you are a fallen angel, demon, or someone else in your end, and people will clear you out from it for several hundreds euros, dollars, whatever, free you from karma, for example. So, you know, karma, we all know it's cause and effect. It's actually doing something. It's an action. It doesn't have to be in this meaning, religious meaning, cause and effect. But there is a simple law of cause and effect. So if someone wants to clear you out from acting, good luck. And so before, maybe I had a red lights, but now it's like a church bells ringing when I'm reading something like that, and someone that again paid for it. So please, I will never say who wrote it. I always change it so no con artist can find himself or herself. But it's very peculiar, because just from the website, when you do research about someone, you can find out that something is off. So when someone is telling you that it will heal you from schizophrenia and other possessions, there is really a big lack of knowledge what is what, and you know how to deal with that. If someone tells you that heals anything, I would be also very much warned. Deleting astral lines, yeah, good luck with that. Of course, you can always use first if you don't feel it, if you are in a desperation, because I was also thinking why that is even still happening, that someone pays so much money, and I don't know what's in the head of those people. But because in my past I also was in a desperate position, I understand this, that someone who needs help so much will pay the last money for that last support to get better. And this is what these people are doing. They are using that, and they are really good at it. So if you are desperate in a position that you feel like you can give the less money, and you're losing your consciousness, you're losing your logic thinking, which can happen when you are in a drastic material situation, you have no food, it affects your thinking, it affects your brain. The one thing that I would like to make sure that please pass this to anyone, if you have that position that you don't have clarity, and someone is asking you for lots of money and do a miracle for you, please run away. Run away and get help from someone else. And of course, ask for that help and don't stay alone. So yeah, clearing someone from fear and phobias. You know, all these emotions is anger, fear, they are like arsenal of our intuition, parts of our intuition. The good feelings or bad feelings, they are part of us, and you cannot get rid of them. If someone's promising you that, so perhaps the only people that maybe don't feel fear, but I doubt that to some sort of a degree, is maybe sociopaths. So is this con artist saying that he's gonna take away fear, so this person will be sociopath, for example? That sounds for me like that. Foretelling the future, that's another one dangerous, because everyone who is seeing potential future, it would be really nice to finally acknowledge that this is a potential future. This is not something that will definitely happen. Everybody who's seeing has glimpses of the future, or reading cards, using pendulum or so on, sees the most current, visible, strong future that could happen if nothing else will be done, nothing else will block it or influence it, and so on. So it's the most likely future. It doesn't mean it's going to happen if you don't want to, or if you don't do something about it. So coming back to Un-demonizing demons, I chose just a few, and there is, I think this is a book also in English language. I got it in Polish language long time ago, and it still has a lot of information. I never read it fully, but I give you the title. The author of this book, Jeannie Ruland, is a big book of angels, and according to this book, I will talk about three ways. So the one is, of course, is biblical, like in the Bible and Torah, in mythological, and in a lot of cultures. It's a lot of, you know, spiritual, esoteric, and so on. Then please also look at those entities as, from the psychological perspective, as a certain emotions, and the intensity of those emotions that are causing misery in our life and those around us. And then from this energetic point of view, which I would love to be scientific, but it's not, and I know I wish I could invite quantum physicists to it and elaborate on it a little bit more, so I can also see, could that be a truth? So everyone, if you dream about something, for example, is this energetical code. If you don't see someone in your dream, sometimes you know who that was. You have this certain feeling. This certain shape, a figure has a certain connotation with someone you know, or it's giving you connotation when you wake up. So it's almost like every one of us has a certain energetic code regarding esoteric, spirituality, belief system, religion, and so on. So these are the three perspectives I'm going to tell you about un-demonizing demons. And I will start with the one that is widely happening right now. So is this beast, number 6, of course, and it is this theory that is associated with www and so on. I'm not going to get into that, but the most important thing is how to think about it is creating this illusion and manipulation through disinformation. So influencing a human being through manipulating his perception through media, through marketing, promotion. And again, there are two sides of the story. It's not like something is just bad or just good. There are a lot of angels that are not so good. Angel of death, right? Or Archangel Michael with a sword that is not pleasant at all. And by the way, also demons in ancient cultures were helping people. There is also something that later on they got this, it came this idea of negativity and something negative and something against. So not all celestial beings are cool and not all the demons are so bad, but they have a different intensity and qualities. And this, we can look at it from the more psychological and energetical perspective in order to understand what we are dealing with within ourselves and those around us. So this is coming, how to influence us through it, through creating this lack within us, that we have to have more, we have to have a need for something. There have to be a market. So others are creating a market for something. They are influencing us and telling us we need every month a new phone, every few months a new phone, for example, and we really need to have it. So this is this greediness and materialistic, like we want to have it, we have to have it now, now is the time, get it now, all this advertisement, this is it. So look at that as a perspective. If you feel that rush and you notice it, then you know where you are with yourself. If you notice that about other people, then you know, aha, I know this energy. Sounds familiar, I know this. So do I want to indulge in it a little bit more? I have a choice now. The moment I get conscious about it, I start to have more power to decide where I want to go, treating it totally in a different way. So you can follow, you can stalk almost the energy behind the being, the creature. And of course you can demonize it back into creature with, I don't know how you portray it, worse, creature from the hell or something, up to your imagination. And I'm not saying that they are not there, those scary creatures showing up and so on, but you know, all of it, it is about the intensity, and in its basic form, in a Sanskrit scripts, God is also the completeness of the idea of God is also energy of light and darkness at the same time in a perfect harmony. And that the other side, it was this Satan thing as responsible for the darkness, but also I don't have the quotation in English language, but that was coming from Goethe, who said that the power that is continuously wanting evil is continuously creating goodness. That's this part of the darkness, like a deal, in order so people know the light. They have to experience the darkness to know the light. So sort of idea like that. There is this another one, Lilith, that was also demonized as this all abuse of sexual energy. And this is coming when in our childhood our needs are not fulfilled, and everything what is suppressed, unfulfilled, there is this emptiness about it. It will explode one day, and it's going to take the form sometimes very, very nasty. And this is also happening in our world. So you can trace it, and you can also see this like the not possession, sorry, addictions. They are here. And again, this figure is called Lilith. It's of course taken from the ancient times and Bible. It is up to your imagination. Do you want to see in the mirror and see, okay, I'm lacking today something, or I am run by addiction, or you know, this is the part of just the energy. So you can create another figure from it. You can write about it. If you are an artist, you can do something about it once you know about it. And when I was writing my books about the oracle, the lady who dreamt in the ancient Egypt that she was cursed, I created the whole world and line about creation of human being, about creation of Lilith, and I had a different idea about her than probably is in the Bible. And this, as long as it's just a fiction, as long as I put it in my story, this is just something I saw. But the moment I would probably try to implement into everybody's mind that this is the only true, this is when we have this a con artist, what's happening. I'm coming to another demon of Lucifer. So Lucy, this one is the one that his truth is the only one. So that's this sort of people, arrogant, sitting on the top of the world, and telling everyone that he's the best, he knows everything the best, he's the greatest one. So that's this form you can sometimes encounter in yourself when you feel like, okay, I'm better than they are, or something like that, or you can see around you in other people. So this is this sort of an energy, and also based on illusion, because you created this charm around yourself, how great you are. And this is also those charlatans, con artists that are claiming to heal other people and take a lot of money, and there is usually no change in their life. The another one, Ahriman, is a Persian, is coming from the it's a word from Persian language, or you say it's a connotation from Persian. I'm sorry, I don't know how to translate that into English at this moment, but Abraham, the name sounds pretty cool, but the meaning probably is not. And it's a little bit similar to Lucifer and a little bit to the beast, because it also is putting an illusion, manipulation in this materialistic world. But the difference here is slightly that he tends to coming from attacking us, this energy from the idea of being bored, and nothing makes really sense. So you can feel like burned out. You can feel like nothing makes really sense in your life, and you don't care anymore. Basically, it doesn't matter. You are not neutral to things. You are in different distance, dissociated more than distance. Distance is still positive, because that can serve you in a way. So it is energy when you feel like you are drained. So this is the depression. You are drained from energy. You don't want to act. You don't want to get up. You don't want to do things in the world. You don't care anymore. You function, or you take some pills and you continue like that. So this is a sort of energy, and before you demonize it, and within yourself also, within other people, you can see how you can deal with that just for psychology. If it doesn't have to be seeing demons everywhere, as some people claim they see all the time. So how to deal with that? There are plenty of methods of protection, and going with crucifix or something like that. I am not really into that, because the first thing that is protecting you from any negativity, anything within you, what's happening, or other people around you, it's the consciousness of, what am I dealing with? Is this emotion or that entity or not? And again, some of you, indeed, I'm not saying it's not happening, may experience in life very, very scary manifestation of entities who even gave the name. And I had that in my past, and I would tell you this because perhaps that will also help you to deal with that. The idea of destroying it doesn't really help. They usually laugh at it. You cannot destroy the darkness or destroy the light. The only way is to choose on what side you want to be. So the only way that moment is to emanate the light that will push away that darkness away from your heart, from your aura, whatever you call it, however esoteric you like to be, however spiritual you like to be, or psychologically. All names are fine for me, so whatever you say. And sometimes it also happens that we do not feel that spark of light within ourselves, and we need help. We need to call someone. We need help. And you may then encounter the dreams. And I also had that I was really in a deep darkness, and I was reaching the hand and nobody was there. in such moments, the prayer, the calling of a master, God, or whoever you believe in, and whoever you, because the belief, just the belief, may save you and may create a better feeling in your brain, in your neurons, and that, of course, can cause that you are creating more light from this energetic point of view. So that will already help you. Sometimes it is good to surround yourself, if you have, or create those barely 8 people, 5 people, 3 people that are conscious, and whatever you sense, whatever you feel, you can confront with them, and you can check by first making notes about your feelings, your names, your visions, what they sense, how they sense it, and compare the notes, compare it. There is one important thing here, to not find people that you will call in the middle of the night, hey, tell me this, tell me that, because this is not how you gain power, spiritual power, however personal power. The only way is through your own feelings, from your own intuition, and through your own awareness and practice. Other people have their perception, and you also need to verify them if they're feeling it as you feel. Maybe the truth is something else. Maybe it's half what you think and half what they think, and maybe together you can create something new, but it takes everyone together to create that. So this is the protection. The prayer, sure, it can help when there is nothing else, but just calling the master or emanating light, breathing, and making yourself feel better, you are having the sensation of the light within yourself, also will ward off those beings, emotions, energies that you don't like to be around. So this is it, and let me know what you think, and have a lovely time wherever you are.